lights, I love the Christmas trees, I love the food, the children doing the nativity play about the baby Jesus. I love fairy tales.
Well, hello everybody. Well done with a cracker, by the way, guys. That was impressive. But it's good to be excited about Christmas. Christmas is brilliant.
Yeah.
But, it isn't really a fairy tale. It's not a made-up thing. It's not like Cinderella or Batman. Batman's cool, but it's not Batman. It's not made up. It's a true story.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, yes, it is.
Listen, Ricky Ernie says that the story of Jesus isn't like a fairy tale, but it's all true. How do you know, Ernie?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. It was a long, long time ago, but it was a kind of memorable event. You think, it's the sort of thing that kind of sticks in people's minds, like shepherds and angels and all that sort of stuff. And folk wrote it down not long afterwards. The nativity thing you're going to see later on is by a chap called Luke.
Where?
No, not Luke C. Luke was his name.
Oh.
And he's probably the most famous Luke in the world, apart from Luke Skywalker. And he wrote a book, and he wrote it for his friend called Theophilus. You can actually look, it says that at the very start of Luke. And he interviewed loads of people, and they got the story down 2,000 years ago. And it wasn't just him. Another guy called Matthew did one, and another guy called John did another. So there's lots of things that come out, and there's things written down from over 2,000 years ago.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, I think so too. And in fact, there's copies of it that are up to 2,000 years old.
Wow, is that older than you, Ernie?
Now then, you know not to be cheeky. It's a little bit older than me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and Luke wrote down loads of stories about Jesus from the beginning of his life, from Gabriel giving Mary a bit of a surprise, all the way through his teaching to the bit at the end where he comes back from the dead, and that's the best story of all at Easter time.
Yeah, wow.
But what we're going to do today is we're going to hear the story of the very bit at the start, from the very words that Luke wrote. And we'll have Joseph, who we've got standing over here, and Mary. Mary looks really happy, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Best baby in the world coming, hey? And we're going to see the kids doing that as well. So I hope you enjoy all that. And before we go, a very big Happy Christmas!
At that time, Emperor Augustus ordered a census to be taken throughout the Roman Empire. When this first census took place, Quirinius was the governor of Syria. Everyone then went to register himself, each to his own hometown.
My name is Ryan, and I'm going to read a Bible verse for you. Joseph went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to the town of Bethlehem in Judea, the birthplace of King David. Joseph went there because he was a descendant of David. He went to register with Mary, who was promised in marriage to him.
She was pregnant, and while they were in Bethlehem, the time came for her to have her baby. She gave birth to her first son, wrapped him in cloths, and laid him in a manger. There was no room for them to stay in the inn.
There were some shepherds in that part of the country who were spending the night in the fields, taking care of their flocks.
An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone over them. They were terribly afraid.
But the angel said to them, "Don't be afraid. I'm here with good news for you, which will bring great joy to all the people. This very day in David's town your Savior was born, Christ the Lord. And this is what will prove it to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger.
Suddenly, a great army of heaven's angels appeared, singing praises to God.
Glory to the God in the highest heaven, and the peace on earth to those with whom he is pleased.
When the angels went away from them back into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us."
So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and saw the baby lying in the manger. When the shepherds saw him, they told them what the angel had said about the child. All who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said.
Mary remembered all these things and thought deeply about them.
The shepherds went back singing praises to God for all they had heard and seen. It had been just as the angel had told them.
8 days later, he was named Jesus, the name given by him by the angel.